Hi, and welcome to another LRCC Soundbite. Over the last few weeks, I've been looking at the 10 commandments that God gave to Moses and the Israelites after they had escaped from slavery in Egypt. They were travelling to the new land where they were going to live. This week is the last week of them. Just the last 2 commandments to go. This week, don't tell lies about others, and don't crave things that belong to other people. Lies, they come in all shapes and sizes, don't they? We sometimes talk about little white lies as things that don't really matter. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. One thing that seems to always be the case, though, is that one lie quickly leads to another and another and another as we try to explain away the inconsistencies that the first lie created. Having said that, we often do present a version of the truth that fits into a particular situation. Maybe you get to work on Monday morning and somebody asks whether you had a good weekend. The easy answer is, yeah, it was great. How was yours? And the conversation quickly moves on without any detail about what was or wasn't great about that weekend. Sometimes that's just about our choices around how much information we share about ourselves and who we want to share that information with. It's interesting that the commandment doesn't stop at don't lie, but says don't tell lies about others. I've said before that we should speak well of our friends or of our partners. This really takes it to another level, where it doesn't matter who we're talking about. We shouldn't tell lies about people. I think I'd include gossiping about people really in the same thought. It's really when you say anything about someone else that's not helpful or maybe moving a situation or a relationship in a positive direction. The last commandment also relates to people. Don't desire things that belong to someone else in an unhealthy way. I say that because I don't think there's anything wrong with being inspired by things that someone else has got. It's when we start to think about how we might take possession of the thing that they have that's not good. The Bible actually lists some examples. It says their house, their partner, their ox or their donkey. This isn't just about drooling over their car. This is stuff that really matters as well. Don't get yourself trapped in a place where all you can think about is taking something from someone else. So I started these few weeks looking at the 10 commandments by thinking about how love should be our driving force. We shouldn't do things just because we're obligated to do them. I talked about how I believe God designed us and that part of that design needs us to take rest frequently and regularly. Then we had respect your parents, don't murder, be faithful to your partner, don't steal, and today don't tell lies and don't crave things that belong to other people. I think they're all linked for me by this underlying hope that we will not just have a good life ourselves, but we'll all be able to get along that bit better if we only try and follow these guidelines from the God who made us all. Think of them as the way you might act if all your actions were guided by love for God and love for everyone around you. After all, I suppose I do believe that God gave these commandments to us to try and focus our minds, at the time the minds of the Israelites, that they would have good lives. They're not a set of rules that if you just follow them you'll go to heaven. The reality is that there will always be times when we mess up on some of them. The good news is that that's okay. As a Christian, I only need to say sorry to God and ask him to help me to do better next time. As long as I mean it, then I know he forgives me and will help me to try and get it right. If there's anything that comes out of these last few weeks that you want to talk more about with me, do feel free to get in touch. There's so much that I could have said about each one of them, but these sound bites are short. I do hope you have a good week, and I'll see you next time. God bless you.